What's up, guys? It's McNulty here. Welcome to the channel. If this is your first time joining us, then I hope that you're all well. Thank you for joining me on this channel and on this epic journey into this game, Watcher of Realms. Now, we want to start off with the basics. So today, I'm just going to talk about the basics of the main mode of the game, which is the campaign mode. So you can see this massive blue button down here in the bottom right hand corner that says campaign. If you just whack that button, this is going to be the main area that you're going to want to be starting off to complete. Now in the bottom left hand corner of your screen, you can see there's a little icon there. Now if I tap on that, it will let me choose the difficulty of the campaign. Now when you start off, of course, you're going to be in the normal difficulty of the campaign. And then as you progress, you're going to be able to complete hard stages and expert stages. Now, that being said, though, when I got to this end of the normal chapter 8, I think it is, and the start of chapter 9, I switched over to the hard because the hard levels are actually easier than the normal levels at that point. So it's a little bit interesting in terms of the way it works. Now, each level, or each chapter, shall we say, has got a certain number of stages. I think they differ. This one's got 9 stages. And as you progress through the stages, you can see that you can claim rewards at the top. So you get stamina here, gold, a 3-star psychic power, which is the tool that you use to level up heroes. And then you've got diamonds, obviously, which are what you use for summons and things like that. But each, like I was saying, each stage basically corresponds with one of these rewards, and you can get various gradings for each stage. So obviously you get 1, 2, or 3 stars, as you can see here, and there are specific requirements to get those 3 stars. At the beginning, it's pretty damn easy, and then as you get later on, they'll do things like you can only have a team which has 3 heroes in it, or 6 heroes, you know, whatever it might be on your team, and then you've got to meet those rewards. But playing your way through the campaign is the best way to build up your familiarity with the way that the game works, and also with the heroes and things like that as well. Now, if we go into, let's just go into a basic stage. So we're going to start off right at the beginning here with the end of stage chapter 1, should we say. Now, you click on this little icon here where it shows you a sort of graphic of the battlefield, and it'll bring that up for you. So it will show you what the battlefield looks like, so you can get an idea of how you want to build or place your team. And you can see your main goal is going to be to defend that blue crystal, and the enemies are going to come out of those red sort of portals or holes in the ground, whatever the hell they're called. So you can also have a look at what the monster attributes are of the enemies that are going to be coming at you. So this guy has heavy armor, which means that he is going to resist. He's got magic resistance as well. I mean, do you know what? To be honest, at the beginning, I wouldn't really bother with focusing too much on those. But basically, the way it works is that some heroes are not immune, but some heroes are more resistant to physical damage, and some heroes are more resistant to magic damage. Now, if they are really tanky heroes and they're resistant to physical damage, then you want to take mages against them because they deal magic damage. And if they're resistant to magic damage, you want to take physical heroes as well. That's basically the way it works. And there's 3 types of damage, I think, in this game. So you've got normal damage, you've got piercing damage. Actually, no, you've got normal damage, you've got magic damage, and there's one other one, which is red. So they're different colors depending on the damage anyway. Still don't exactly know everything, but yeah, that's the basics of it anyway. So if we just go into this level, so we'll start a fight here. In fact, what I'll do is, instead of going auto fight, because once you've 3-starred a level, you can auto fight it, but that speeds up the battle by 3 times. I'm just going to do it on a regular speed. So when you go in, this is the screen that you'll sort of get. So you get to choose which heroes that you're going to bring in as part of your team. And you can see on the left-hand side here, we have a Lord bonus. That means that we have a Lord hero. You can see Wrath over here has this little crown on top of its head. And if you have a Lord in your team, then he gets a Lord bonus. So you can see here he increases faction team members' basic attributes by 10%. So that's all basic attributes by 10%. And each time a faction member is deployed, all deployed faction team members gain 5%, 10%, 20%, and 35% attack speed, up to a maximum of 35%. But their healing received is reduced by 20%. Now, that's really not a big price to pay for the fact that he's just buffing your whole entire team. So you can see I've got quite a few members here from the Nightmare faction. So let's just go in with this team that we've got. This team is super overpowered for this level. But this is just basically just to show you how it works. So you can see here on the screen, it's going to show us how the enemies are coming forwards. So the first thing that we want to do is basically we're going to place a defender here. So we're going to put Wrath over there, and he is there to defend. Now you can see the little timers next to them. So that's just counting down how long it's going to be before they start coming out. We also need a mage, so you can see this is a pretty decent mage. This is what I said I spent $5 on, and it was worth every penny, I'm telling you. You can see there the purple damage, that's the magic damage. Now you get, it says he's gone mad, fuck knows what he's gone mad about. And then you get, let's just put in a healer just so that you can see how it works. So this guy's a really good healer. He's an epic hero called Vortex, and he puts up shields for your allies. So you'll see if he gets a chance to heal, he'll probably put up a shield in a moment. When they get to full mana, so that blue bar at the bottom is full or full rage, you can double click on the ultimate, and that will then trigger their ultimate skill. That was a pretty quick battle. Like I say, I only had the chance to deploy a couple of heroes. But yeah, obviously as you progress further and further, it gets harder and harder. You can see there's some pretty cool stuff happening here on the screen. So yeah, the storyline is, I mean, there's not a huge amount of storyline, but what there is pretty decent in this game. And like I say, when you look at the heroes, there's a huge backstory to pretty much everybody. And you can see we've cleared the darkness there. We've unlocked the next chapter, so there's a big hoo-ha about all of that. So that is just the basics of the way that you do your attacks. I'm finished the battle now. I thought I was going to get a chance to go a bit further, but you can see I've cleared it with 3 stars, and then move on to the next level, and you get your rewards. So some gold and some XP potions. But that is, I just want to break this into manageable sections so that as we go, if you're just starting out with this game, it's not an overload of information right away. So yeah, I would say I would definitely recommend playing through the campaign as much as possible right away in the beginning of the game. And there will be a few heroes that I would recommend early on. So you do get that guy I just put down. You do get this guy Wrath, and you get him on day 14 just for logging into the game. You get this Nightmare Lord hero, and he is a fantastic hero. So I would definitely recommend leveling him up and maxing him, going through his getting him up to the maximum level, promoting him. So we'll go over promotion rates in a separate video. Gear is a massive part of this game, so gear we will get to, but not right away. So when you start out, you're not going to be worried about gear. It only unlocks after a few few chapters and things like that. But the game is very intuitive, so it will kind of give you enough guidance for you to know what you're doing as you go. But there are a few bits that it leaves out, and obviously you can upgrade his skills. You can awaken the character. So awakenings are basically where you pull duplicates of the character. And as I said before, I've only spent $5 on this game in 120 days. And you can see I've already got this guy awakened to level 5, which either means that I've got soul stones, which I've put into him, which are basically like fake duplicates of the character, or I've pulled 5 of him. And it's probably a balance between the two, but I mean, on balance, to be able to pull that many of this hero and without spending, and honestly, I'm not putting a huge amount of time into this game. I do work full time as well. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it for the first bit and the basics. I mean, I could go over other heroes as well, just to give you an idea of who I would say to use. You do get a Pierce at the beginning of the game. It can be either one of 4 heroes, but I can't remember all of the 4 different heroes. But this one is definitely the best of them. Idril is a fantastic hero, just primarily for the fact that she has such a unique skill. Her ultimate skill, basically during the skill effect, it says each basic attack fires 3 consecutive shots to one enemy, dealing 80% damage, lasting for 25 seconds. But during the ultimate, her attack range becomes unlimited. So you saw those little squares on the board? It doesn't affect her. So she can hit literally everybody all over the board. She can hit airborne units. She can hit all kinds of units. So she is a fantastic hero. One of the other ones that you get early on, it would be between her and this guy. He would say I would say is less useful, but he's still pretty damn good. So the epics in this game are absolutely amazing. But I think I don't want to talk too much about heroes for now. I just want you to know the basics of what I would recommend doing first, which is getting through this campaign as much as possible, and following the storyline in the game. So this will give you a initial quests to complete, and as you complete the quests, you will earn different rewards. And eventually, once you get far enough through those quests, they will actually reward you with a legendary hero, which is this chick, the Blood Mother Volker. And she's a freaking beast, man. She's actually a super cool hero. In fact, she does have a little bit of a video, so I'm just going to end out this video with showing you guys the intro to Volker, to give you something to whet your appetite. Because if you keep playing this game for long enough, and like I say, I've only been playing for 4 months, but if you keep playing this game, I reckon you'll probably be able to do it within 2 months, 2.5 months. You should be able to get your hands on this lovely lady. So here we go. This is Volker. Awesome, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please do let me know in your comments what you think about the video. I'll be interested to hear if you like the format, etc., as we get involved in this game. But like I say, I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited as well. Please do drop us a like and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you all again in the next video. Bye for now, everyone.